Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I have for you what I have deemed some fabulous, inexpensive brushes. This is going to be a review of some newer brushes that have come out. The company has so graciously sent these to me, and I said, well, of course I would love to review them. And if I love them, I would love to share them with my subscribers and my viewers, just because everybody loves a good, inexpensive product that can perform well. So let's just dive right on into it. So the company is called Diva Beauty, and you can go to divabeauty.com and look at all of the brushes that they have. They have so graciously sent me quite a few here, and so I have been using them, and I am prepared to give you my full thoughts and review. So the first thing is they came in this cute little mesh bag, which I think is perfect because if you want to travel, you can throw them right back in here. The other thing that I thought was cool was they came inside these little brush covers. So you have brush covers already for travel, which is fabulous because you don't want your brushes to get all messed up when you travel and the hairs go all over the place and everything. So these are the covers that came on the brushes. So let me just start at the top here with the face brushes. So the first brush that I received looks like this, and it is called the Flat Buffer number B01. This looks remarkably like the Sigma version. So here is the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki number F80, and this is the Diva number B01, which is the flat buffer. This is essentially a foundation brush. Now, comparably, they feel really similar. Like this might be just slightly heavier than this one. However, they both do the exact same thing. I feel like this blends your foundation just like the Sigma one does for a comparison. Now this isn't going to be a compare all my brushes to Sigma. This is the most similar brush I have in my collection that I wanted to compare to, so you can kind of get an idea of the size. Let's just talk about the packaging. I love the rose gold coppery ferrule. I think it's beautiful. Like I said, I have washed these brushes twice already and used them, and I find that this brush is very inexpensive. It runs for $12. Now, on their website, you can also buy this brush in a collection of other synthetic top kabuki type brushes, but this is on its own $12, which I think is very affordable. So the next brush that was sent to me here, obviously all of these were sent to me, I'm not going to continue to say that, is the B06 Pointed Contour. I would say this is one of my favorites out of all of them. This is a multi-purpose brush. This runs for $10, which another, very affordable brush. I have been using this brush for several things. I have used it to set my under eye concealer with like a loose powder. I have used it for my highlight. Today I used it for my highlight. And it is soft. It is a very well constructed brush, as are all of these. You could also, if you wanted to, use this to blend out your cream concealer, but I have been primarily using it for powder products because I just think I needed a brush like this for a powder product. I needed another like under eye setting brush and then like a highlighting brush. I really love this brush. I could definitely recommend this brush to you as well, and I already told you this runs for $10 and I love it. All right, the next one we have here is this one. And this is the B05 Precise Contour. Now, I do have, the only other brush that I have that looks similar but not the same to this is the NARS Ita brush. And for what this is designed for, I much prefer the NARS Ita brush because this brush is very dense, very stiff bristles. Now, what I'm doing right here is like a stippling motion. If you wanted to, this is how I figured out how to use this brush. It doesn't blend this way very well at all because it is so dense. It doesn't move well to contour this direction. It does, however, work really well to dip this brush into your contouring product, and then I just dab it like this and do short upward motions like this to really create that line. This does not perform anything like the NARS Ita brush. However, if you're looking for a very precise, brush that can draw those lines, I would say the side of your nose to contour, this is going to work really well. Definitely for your jawline or even down your neckline here. It's not my favorite brush to use for contouring. It did the job. It's not my favorite. This one runs for $13. But like I said, it does create that shadow, but it does not buff it out. However, I took this brush, which is my next one here, is the round contour number B07. This runs for $10. I buffed out that line using this. This is very similar to the Sigma, what is it, the F05 round contour, almost darn near the exact same shape. It feels the same. So that is what I used that Sigma brush for, and so that is what I used this brush for. Works really well to buff out that contour. It works really well to, you know, swirl on your bronzing products on your forehead and everywhere else on your face. So I love the one by Sigma, so I definitely love this one as well. I feel like it performs well. Now there is a little bit of shedding going on with these brushes, which is probably to be expected with the first few washings, but we'll see how they hold up over time. They have done well thus far, and like I said, I have washed them twice. And I don't know, I've already enjoyed this brush, and this one is $10. Okay, now let's move on to some eye brushes. Actually, this brush I think is intended for concealer, but I have used it and found it works really well for some cream eyeshadows. Don't mind, this is dirty. I haven't washed it after using it. It's the S01 Mini Flat. Now, this is similar to the Sigma P80, which is that brush that you can really use to buff out your concealer underneath your eyes. I don't like to use this brush for that. I find that it works fabulous for buffing out your cream eyeshadow. Specifically, this Bare Minerals 5-in-1 Advanced Cream Eyeshadow. This is very creamy and almost dries to a powdery type finish. So this type of brush blended this cream shadow out just beautifully on my eye. It is another one of those synthetic brushes. It's very dense, so it really works well to, you know, put the product on and then swirl tap, not swirl tap, that's Bare Minerals, swirl tap buff, to put the product on and then swirl it around and just blend it out. I thought it worked really well for that. I don't like to use this kind of brush for concealer because it takes too long. Now, if you have spot concealing to do, like around your nose, or if you're working on a client and they have like blemishes you want to cover up, something like this would work fabulous as well. This retails for $9, and I believe you can also get this in a kit on the website. Now let's move on to some eye brushes. The first eye brush I have here is the S05 Eye Shader, and this retails for $7. This looks exactly like the MAC 239 brush, which is right here. So for size comparison, this brush right here on what would be, okay, don't make me do left or right. My right is the MAC 239, and then this is the S05 Eye Shader brush. Very similar in size comparison. This one is just a little bit shorter. I love this brush. I love the MAC 239. I think it works great for my eyelids, especially like precise placement of color on your lid, or like a pressed pigment or pigments in general. I love this brush for that. So that is what I've been using this brush for. I used it today to really pat on these darker colors so they didn't end up all over the place. I think it washes up great. It feels soft. It's not as soft as the MAC, but you're going to pay a lot more for the MAC. I think, what did I say this was? $7. Definitely pick this up for $7, hands down. Really like this brush. The next brush I have here is the S06 Tapered Blender. This is very similar to this is the Sigma small tapered blending brush, the E45. I guess this one is just a little bit fluffier, and the Sigma has more of a point to it. I would say probably instead of comparing it to the E45, maybe the E40. Sorry, this one I washed it and I didn't get the bristles back in its place when I should have. I was kind of in a hurry. But anyways, I used this brush today and I've been using it, and I think it does a fabulous job of blending it out. It's not as tapered as I would prefer a tapered blending brush to be. However, it still works great as a blending brush in general. If you want something that's more precise, I would probably go with like the Sigma E45, or Sigma also has some other tapered pointed ones, so do some other brands, but it's not as tapered as I would like it to be, but it still did blend things out. What did I say this retails for? The S06 Tapered Blending is $7 as well. I like it. I enjoy it. And the very last one I have here is the S07 Pro blender. This is also $7 as well, and the two I would compare it to would be the MAC 217 or the Sigma E25 blending brush. The MAC 217 is a lot fluffier. This is the MAC 217, it's a lot fluffier. The Sigma E25 is a little bit more narrow, and the S07 I would say is kind of in between these two brushes. Now, all three of these eye brushes that I have talked about you can get in a kit for $17, so it saves you a couple dollars if you pick up all three of these together. The Pro Blender, I wouldn't say it's as soft as either one of the Sigma or the MAC, but it's another one of those just great blending brushes. It definitely did the trick. I was able to create this eye look today using all of these brushes, my entire face and eyes. I've used all of these brushes, so they definitely get the job done. I find that the price point is amazing. I think you could pick up all of these brushes, which in fact, if you are interested in picking up any of these brushes, they have so graciously offered you the opportunity to get $5 off a purchase of $50 or more using code Chelsea. I'm going to make sure it's right here, Chelsea5, the number 5. I'm not paid to tell you any of this. I'm not getting any of the benefits. This is just for your benefit if you are interested. The code expires on August 8th, so you do have a few weeks to go on the website and pick these up, save yourself a couple dollars. And I don't know, I'm really enjoying them. I think that they are a very well-priced, competitively priced brush. I think they perform as well as some of their more expensive counterparts. I have been enjoying them. Of course, you know me, I love gold, I love copper, I love rose gold, so I think the packaging is fabulous. Very similar to the Sigma packaging, the Pro version of Sigma's, I believe it is. So overall, I am very impressed with these brushes. I would definitely recommend them to you if you're looking for a fabulous, inexpensive brush to try. Head on over to DivaBeauty.com, Diva Beauty, and get yourself some brushes and let me know if you do how you feel about them, how you like them, because I'm finding that they are definitely comparable to some of my more expensive brushes. Like, they get the job done. Are they as soft? No. They wash up well. They do shed a little bit, but I think that's okay with me. As long as they're not falling apart in 2 weeks, we're going to be good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this informational and helpful. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this review and if you would like to continue to see more reviews from me. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.